solve it, and it's going to work fine. It's fun, very rewarding.
It's very rewarding, Ron.
So, you've been in this for a while, but when did it all start for you?
Way back when I started, it was nothing but cleaning up and getting a tool for somebody. And then as time went on, it progressed to, well, I might have been cutting a board when something needed to be cut, and they were giving me the measurements.
That's right. The whole idea was to teach you how to do it right. And you might not do it right the first time.
That's right. But eventually, with a good mentor teaching you along the way, you learn the right way, and you'll keep on learning.
I think I heard you once say that you even learned how to plaster at one point in your life.
We did. I think it was back in the early 80s. I remember Tommy couldn't get the plaster or something, and he said, all right, we're going to plaster. So he went out and bought all the stuff. I was the mixer. And then I was the mixer, I don't know, must have been for a few months. And then all of a sudden, I was putting the plaster on with him.
Right. I remember once someone said to me, what you do is amazing. And they said, well, I said, what do you mean? He said, well, if you build a house, there's a foundation there, a truck pulls up with a whole bunch of lumber, and you guys just pull out a plan, and you start cutting and building, and all of a sudden there's a house. But we had to learn a lot to do that correctly.
That's right. If the guy digging the hole doesn't get it right, the foundation guy could have a problem. If the foundation guy doesn't get it right, the framing guy is going to have a problem. And that can go all the way, be a domino effect, all the way to the trim for not going up straight.
Right. Not only should you do your work well, but by doing your work well, you make everybody else's job easier. They don't have to try to fix things along the way.
That's right.
Yeah. So what do you think the biggest problem is today in the construction industry?
Finding good help in people that want to get into it. I'm telling you right now, it seems like it's one thing that a robot's not going to take my job. I know that much.
Right. Well, you're a great example, and hopefully we can get some more people to do what we do.
Yes.
All right, let's finish this up. Charlie's path into the building trades is the way we learned the business for many years. He learned from his uncle. I learned from my father, who was a great carpenter and a great teacher. There are many well-paying jobs in the building trades these days, but very few people have the opportunity to learn the necessary skills from a family member. Next year, almost 6 million skilled jobs will go unfilled. In construction, there's been an 80% jump in unfilled positions in the last 2 years, and those who are working are approaching retirement. It's a big problem for our country. So this old house has decided to do something about it. We've started a project we're calling Generation Next, and it has 3 main goals. First, we want to change attitudes about skilled jobs. Not every student needs to have a 4-year college education. A career in the building trades can be fulfilling, and skilled workers can make good money. Second, we want to mentor the next generation of carpenters, electricians, roofers, and plumbers. And you're going to see some of that right here on the show. And third, we want to make it easier for people to learn the building trades by providing them with scholarships for technical and vocational education. Skilled workers built this country. It's up to us to inspire and train the next generation.